Alright, we are now entering into turn 7, well into September now. The Germans are going to try and move up against the British and Belgian forces on the Belgian-French border. This is the first major action between the British and the Germans in this game. As you can see, the Germans come very close to destroying that British corps, but they aren't quite able to take it out. Not much German action against the French, just a little bit of moving up against the border. You'll see a nice little no man's land is starting to be created here. Neither side wants to move up into that pocket because the other side will get plenty of good counterattacks against them. Here the Germans are going to start coming up around Antwerp, getting our artillery in place here. We're going to try and take Antwerp out in the next couple of turns. I made a mistake and didn't have an HQ close enough by here, giving me some problems crossing into those marshes. This is a little bit of recon in East Prussia. Here the Austrians are still fighting back a little fighting retreat. Still inflicting some pretty good losses on the Russians. That's going to be important for making sure the Russians don't break through before we get trench warfare started up. You'll notice that Russia did take Lemberg last turn. They're looking kind of weak back here in the backfield now, though. It's the Serbian front. You'll see the Serbians are kind of getting rebuilt here. The Austrians don't make a whole lot of progress there. Just did a little bit of damage to a detachment. Here we have a sub that tried to get out of the way and didn't quite succeed. Montenegro front. We have Indian army arriving in Egypt. This Albania is entering into the war on the side of the Entente. And that's the end of our replay. Let's see what kind of notifications we get. So not a huge amount of action that turn. Indian Corps arrived in Egypt. We had the Albanian coup. Just a few little notifications about the blockade. Down here you'll notice that morale has dropped a little bit more for Germany and Austria than it has for most of the Entente powers. Russia is a little bit lower than Germany. Alright, we get a decision asking if we would like to have a seaplane carrier added. I'm going to say no to this. We can always buy one later if we decided to do that. Right now I'd like to keep my MPPs for purchasing and tech upgrades. And that is going to wrap up our turn for now. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.